What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button ASAP. Y'all, I was on Twitter and I see this video of Sukihana. She's walking around the London streets. And y'all, the woman is belting. I'm talking about yelling, blurting out. She need to get her coochie scratched with emphasis, loud as can be, through the London streets. And in the video, you see some of the London citizens. It's a few white London citizens, and they backing up looking at her like she's crazy, right? Like, what is wrong with her? What is she doing? She need to get her coochie scratched, and nodding her head all crazy, hollering out, putting emphasis on scratched, and like hollering about her coochie. Y'all, it's so ignorant. I caught secondhand embarrassment from it. Seriously, I'm not nowhere in London, but I caught secondhand embarrassment from watching that video. And if you're a black person, not anybody though, but really, you know how I feel like when you catch secondhand embarrassment when you see people doing something crazy, and we gotta stop this because I saw people like, well, why y'all want her to act? She ain't gotta act a certain way to get approval from white people. She not trying to gain white approval. Y'all, that video is not about white approval at all. It's seriously about a lot of stuff, and it's really about having home training, and it's about the image of the black woman. Because this is getting out of hand. Too many of our people too, think that hollering out sexual expletives, and using sexual language in public is being free as a black person, or that's a part of the black experience. Or, that is a part of black identity. Hollering out sexual expletives in the streets, cussing loud and walking around hollering, yelling about sex and talking crazy and loud in public means that's just what black folks do. We from the hood. That's what we do. That's what we do. Y'all, I've been from the hood every day of my life. Every day of my life. That is not even part of black culture and black identity. Hollering out sexual expletives, talking about your coochie, what you want somebody to do to it all outside in the public. That's ignorant, y'all. That's bottom of the barrel behavior. It is. And you know what I mean? This is what kills me, because people again will act like this is okay and act like this is acceptable, right? But then not realize that they're destroying the image of the black woman for real, reinforcing this image that the black woman is a Jezebel who is sex crazed and all she think about is sex all day long, which is absolutely not true. She's for real. When she's doing all that, she need to get her coochie scratched, all like that. That is displaying that black women are hypersexual animals who are obnoxious and want to just freak all day long. While I grew up in Chicago, girls wasn't hollering out stuff like that all up and down the street like that. Now, we had some ghetto hood girls outside, but they wasn't the majority of them was not doing nothing like that. Black women that I grew up with was not hypersexual people who just wanted to freak all day long and thought about sex all day long, hollering out sex stuff all day long. Like, sex is all on their mind. But the image that Suki puts out there to the world is that all she think about is sex and some of the nastiest stuff that you can even think about, that you can even do. She puts that image out forth to the public. And, again, I defended her about the YK Osiris thing because I said, no matter what image that she puts out to the public, any man needs consent to do anything with a woman. Anybody in particular, any man, woman, whatever, you need consent to do anything with another person, period, right? Sexual or whatever, right? But this right here, this is crazy. This crazy, dog. Like, nobody should be retweeting that and applauding that or thinking that's cool or thinking that's okay. Because that ain't a part of the black experience. I don't give a damn who out here telling y'all it is, who preaching it. Yes, Suki, be yourself. No, cut that shit out, man. Being yourself is not being obnoxious and being ignorant in public and just hollering out, belting out stuff. Because again, black women are not sex crazed machines that want to just freak all day long and think about just nothing but sex. Come on, man. Just talking about your private parts every time you out and about, all on social media. Come on, man. That's crazy, man. I don't care what the rappers sell to you. I don't care what, some of the music that's made. Most black women that y'all know in y'all hometown where y'all grew up was not out here hollering and belting. They want to freak all day long. Most of the women that I knew growing up, most of the time you really couldn't do nothing with them unless you really got to know them. You know what I'm saying? Or you really, they had a strong liking to you for real. You know what I mean? Or you were able to get them enamored with you in some type of way. They don't just holler around sex all day long, talking about sex or thinking about just not thinking, but talking about sex every second of the hour. You know what I'm saying? That's not what being a black person is, what being a black woman is for real. I can't speak for a black woman experience. I'm a black man, but but I know that that's just not a part of black identity. So when people be like, we black, this is what we do. We just, we be ourselves, and we black. We ain't got to do this we ain't got to hide who we are in front of white people. That's not who we are. That's not. It ain't about hiding it in front of white folks. It's about presenting yourself in a proper image. You know what I'm saying? Presenting yourself like you get home training. I ain't saying you got to be super pristine and clean cut and act like you're some perfect angel. Ain't nobody asking for that. But act like you got some sense outside. Suki mama probably didn't raise her to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Her grandmama never don't want her acting crazy all like that. Regardless of how much money she getting. But that's crazy though. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, man? I got a daughter. And again, I can control the images my daughter watches. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, we ain't around these kids 24/7. And again, they gonna see certain stuff that is not suitable for sure. But like, come on, dog. We just can't just approve everything and act like everything is okay. Because the moment we don't shame some things, everything is just a go. Everything is okay. Everything is acceptable. That's not true. It shouldn't be true. Some things have to be shamed, like I said in prior videos before, so that we know that we have a standard to set. Everything is not okay and everything is not acceptable. Some things have to be shamed in society. No one is saying she has to be approved or none of that, because she does not have to be that. By hollering out in the middle of the London streets around other citizens, you need to get your coochie scratched. Like, come on, that dog. What type of stuff is that? What type of stuff is it? What type of shit is that, dog? Like, that's not a part of black culture, black identity. That's not a lot of the black women, majority of the black women I know. Regardless if they was having sex or not, they wasn't hollering it out in the streets. And everybody was applauding. And if we ever saw somebody doing like something like that, everybody else would be like, what the hell is wrong with her? If we saw a girl doing something like that outside, everybody would be shaming her. What the hell is wrong with her? What is she doing? Why is she out here hollering at around people that's old enough to be her mama and grandma age? What's the purpose of that? What do you get out of that except clicks and views? But again, we in a society where everybody like to clout chase anyway. But I'm just like, dog, we not doing this, man. Perpetuating this stereotype. All black women just Jezebels, sex craze, obnoxious, loud, over the top. Like, come on, man. That's simply not true. But yeah, I saw this like, bro, what are we doing? So many people into defending it. We don't play respect. It's not about playing into respectability politics, because I don't play into it, right? It's just about having common sense. Having common sense and like just not being just wild and obnoxious for no reason. Just to seem cool and act like, to get all type of cool points. And then they got people that's acting like that's just what black folks do. We black and, we don't have to be we being ourselves. Be yourself. Black folks be ourselves. And we black folks got to learn not to try to put on these facades in front of other groups of people. No. That shouldn't be how you want to be on a regular basis. Hollering out sexual expletives. Now, okay, you do it in your songs or whatever. That's cool. Okay, cool. Whatever. You do it in your songs. But walking around outside just doing and hollering out which somebody need to do to your vagina is ridiculous, dog. And you can't convince me otherwise. I'm sorry. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.